Hello everybody, it's me, Tim from Tim and Jordan on Wrestling, back again with another video, and this time it is Raw review. I know guys, it's very late on the review. I mean, this show was on 15th of August, and it is now the 17th of August, so I'm basically a day and a half late for this review, which is disappointing, but again, I have been incredibly busy, and by incredibly busy, I mean I've been in a camp, and I've also been outside. Weather today was crap, and also actually went out for lunch today, so I was busy a lot, and that's my excuse. So please do not hurt me. I hope that's forgivable, guys. Let's get on with the show, because it was a good show. Anyway, we had an earlier today segment where we talk about the business, Seth Rollins talk about the business he has to attend with the Demon King, Finn Balor. He will fight him, and he will beat him, apparently. Seth Rollins, as you know, has a lot of beef with Finn Balor. They're building up for their match to see who's the first ever Universal Champion. Now, I do have something to say here. It doesn't really have to do anything with the match. It's just that I think the Universal Championship is going to be more sexier, more greater, and better than any title that has ever been present on SmackDown in its history. Have my word. It's going to be beautiful. I would marry that title if given the chance, and I don't even know what it looks like yet. That's how confident I am. Let's get on with the rest of the show here. So we start off the actual show with Rusev in the ring, arguing that he won't leave the ring and he will literally sabotage the entire show because he wants to. They mentioned the ruining of the wedding by, of course, by Roman Reigns, who we all hate Roman Reigns. I kind of take back what I said last week, or the week before last week, about Roman Reigns, helping that segment. He really didn't. He was really in that segment, and yeah, kind of hate him, don't we? And they want an apology. So Mick Foley arrives, and he says that he has a sour reaction from Rusev, who basically acts as very disrespectful towards him. Rusev says that he says that he is the greatest champion, of course, with the usual carry on from him, and that Roman Reigns does not deserve a title shot. Stephanie McMahon comes out after, him begging Stephanie McMahon to come out, and, well, we see Stephanie say that Rusev is disrespectful to Foley, and that once Roman Reigns arrives here, he comes out and saying that Mick Foley then decides, out of nowhere, guys, Rusev versus Roman Reigns tonight, and to defend the honor of Lana. So Lana comes out, and Lana, I'm going to say Lana, and yeah, the match is on tonight, the main event. It feels a bit like weird, and I know this is kind of like what Jordan mentioned on SmackDown, which if you haven't seen that, go check it out. Or don't, because it's crap. No. But, yeah, they kind of just felt like they throw this match together, just like they did in SmackDown with that tag team clusterfuck. But, yeah, the main event here was just a bit lackluster. I thought the booking, not even actual match, which we'll get to the match later. But it also feels like, really, that's your main storyline. It feels like that should not be our final segment. I think the final segment should have been the Finn Balor and Seth Rollins, which we'll also get to. Because that should be the main thing, that should be the main focus. And I don't feel they're drawing enough attention to that. You're just focusing on this, because of course Roman Reigns. Moving on, swiftly, our first match, Sheamus versus Sami Zayn. In this one we saw, we heard Sheamus just spouting out his ego, saying, I am way more dominant, Cesaro, and that, Sami Zayn is not respecting me, and he's the man I'm facing today. And he will defeat him. I like this Sheamus. He's just a freaking angry ass, and he's good at being angry. He's great at being angry, and Sheamus, great at being angry. That's his CV, guys. Just well done. Anyway, he says that he is, Zayn comes out and actually starts a scrapping with Sheamus before the match even begins. He actually gets reversed by Sheamus, I think, and then they just kind of dive to the ground. If that's not a bromance, I don't know what is. No, I'm joking. Please don't hurt me. Yeah, sorry. Anyway, the match starts off, and we get some kind of match, I guess. Anyway, we hear Cesaro on the announce team, who, oh my god, really nice on the announce team. He just saying, I respect Sami Zayn. I know Sheamus doesn't, but we've had great matches together. The first ever NXT takeover, and we've had 5-star matches. And then I respect that guy. And then said something about to the effect of, I also respect Sheamus. I don't know if I heard that right, but I don't know if that's what he was meant to say. But I don't know. Anyway, I still respect Cesaro, but yeah, it wasn't exactly exciting listening to him. I mean, it's not bad, but yeah, he just basically says whatever. Anyways, we get some kind. The match continues, and Cesaro is hit into a ring post. In this match. Wait, sorry, Sheamus. I'm reading it wrong. Sorry, guys. Anyway, the reverses an ankle disc and have 8 beats of the Baron because he didn't quite make it to 10. Sheamus, tries and tries, but he doesn't get the full way. Anyway. He finally gets his hit by his suicide dive from Sami Zayn on Sheamus, and then after that, a Michinoku driver close fall from Sami Zayn. Zayn attempts the haluva kick, but is put into the Irish curse backbreaker. Cesaro distracts for a haluva kick from Sami Zayn to win the match. That means Sami Zayn wins the match. An interview afterwards, Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens talking to Tom Phillips here. Obviously, that this is really distracting, but apparently there's a thing going on that no one calls Tom Phillips his name because no one really knows who he is. So before we even start the segment, I just list off some of the names that were given out: Tim, Robert, and etc. I think there was another name, but I'm not going to go into it. Yeah, they're getting desperate here on WWE Raw. Anyways, they talk about Cass and Enzo and say they are cancer to Raw and that they have each other's backs. This is Jericho and Owens, apparently. I mean, I don't quite buy this relationship. It's very sketchy, guys. It's like building a house on water. It's probably gonna fucking explode or something. It's not gonna work out very well, and that they had better watch it. And it referring to them destroying Kaz and Enzo. Okay, so in this match, before we get to the match, backstage Foley says he doesn't want a interference and announces a best of 7 series. This is between Sheamus, Cesaro, and the first match will be at SummerSlam. This is news to me. I think in living memory for me, this is the first time they've ever done a best of 7 series. This sounds like interesting booking for me. Apparently, 2 encounters in the last month does not, compensate enough for what they're going to have later on. I'm kind of iffy on this. I know they can have a good rivalry, but best of 7, that's like at least 4 matches. I mean, seriously, I don't know. Apparently that wrestling likes best of 7 matches. I don't know, guys. Hey, I'm not going to argue with it. I guess this is going to become a monthly thing, or possibly bi-monthly. I don't know. But if this is an ongoing rivalry and we get this for 7 months, it possibly means that WWE are stalling on pushing any one of these superstars, and that means that not great news for either one of these superstars. Yeah, it's kind of annoying in some respects, but again, I kind of understand they want to pull this rivalry out. I mean, I'm semi-interested in this. I think the wrestling is alright. I think it's engaging. But a best of 7 series, I don't know. I think that's just too drawn out for me personally. I think that's too much Sheamus. Maybe I like Cesaro, but seriously, we have to watch 4 more matches with these guys. I don't know, guys. Let's see. Moving forward, questionable booking again from Mick Foley. Our second match of the night, it's New Day versus the Dudley Boys, and Devon accidentally clotheslined Bubba Ray for a dive and a clothesline by Kingston and Trouble in Paradise for the win for the New Day. Nia Jax takes on Rachel Laiva, a certified jobber and a bona fide loser in this one, and she is thrown outside the ring very swiftly on. I think at one point, Nia Jax was shouting at the referee, please count her out, and then, the referee was having none of that, so then Nia Jax was like, oh, let's hurry this up. This match is too long, even though it was running about 40 seconds at this point. Brings back Nia Jax inside the ring, and then defeats her with some sort of choke slammy type move. Oh, no, sorry, like a fall away slam type move. This is funny because actually Rachel Leva before this match, the sort of jobber I just commented on, she kind of got her inspiration from the Olympics, which is questionable. Whether Team USA, I get all this. Yeah, really, you got into wrestling because of the Olympics. Not a great reason, I'm sorry. Better reason next time. Anyways, so yeah, that's it. Nia Jax again being pushed. Man, I love that song. I don't know why. Does anyone else sing along to that song? Oh, okay, it's probably just me. I just enjoy that song. I think she would destroy any SmackDown women wrestler. And in fairness, we have all the better women wrestlers. Jordan. Sorry. Brock Lesnar arrives on WWE. Nice. And yeah, he's coming out here. Paul Heyman tries or attempts to start talking, but unfortunately, Heath Slater arrives with his one-man band song and saying he's the hottest free agent on the market, which is laughable. There's a ton of other free agents that I would rather grab than Heath Slater. You all know. Damien Sandow for one, which they obviously won't do, but still. And just a ton of other people in NJPW and also in TNA. And everywhere else, really. Even NXT, technically they're still free agents for WWE. I get, like, if they go to the main roster, they're free agents for a little, I don't know. But they're still way better than Heath Slater. Anyways, this went on for too long, guys. Too long for a Brock Lesnar segment before it just descends into a violence. Anyways, Slater tries to draw this out, saying that he wants a fight with Lesnar to try and prove himself a contract. And, you know, he's saying that I need this because my family, I need to pay the bills, I need to feed my family, this carry on. Brock Lesnar says, oh yeah, I have a family as well, I have children. Invites Heath Slater into the ring. Slater gingerly gets in the ring and gets a face full of F5 from Brock Lesnar. He doesn't give a shiitake mushroom, and he destroys Slater in a matter of seconds. Fun segment, and it's always cool to see Brock Lesnar attack somebody. Obviously a bit predictable because we all know any Brock Lesnar segment, if it's over 2 minutes, it must involve violence in some way after. That's how it goes, guys. That's the formula. Paul Heyman then proceeds to say that Lesnar is the box office draw, which is a no-brainer, really. Guys, I mean, that's completely true, to be honest. John Cena means nothing, guys. And that ends the segment. Nice little short segment here. Again, I like short, snappy segments with a little cool bit of drama. Not really drama, but, you know, bit of violence, bit of fighting. That's a WWE perfection for me. Our fourth match of the night is Big Cass versus Kevin Owens, with all other two members coming out. Jericho saying, oh, this isn't just a one-on-one, no, I'll be here. But yeah, you didn't realize that Enzo Amore is also there. I don't know where he went in this match, actually. Kind of just disappeared, actually. Into the match, and cheap shot by Jericho on Cass on the outside of the ring. Cass hits the big boot, reverse of the cannonball by Owens. Cass then proceeds to hit a big boot, back body drop on Owens, and Jericho hits Cass outside of the ring, and for a DQ finish, which means another win for Big Cass, and, well, technically the team of Big Cass and Enzo Amore. By shenanigans that are descending outside the ring. I think Jericho and Owens are still somehow, well, Jericho mainly, still somehow, you know, disillusioned by the team of Jerry KO. Maybe he's just too happy with that name to give up on the tag team just now. But yeah, definitely, yeah, this is a no-go. This tag team is a no-go. Which sort of proceeds me to think that if this is a match at SummerSlam, which I think it is, oh god, there's probably a low-down match on the card. But sadly, guys. But it seems like Owens has his own agenda, and that he kind of just hides it for now because he's too clever to not. He's trying to ride the waves of Jericho to try, you know, get a bit of leverage, and then from there build himself singularly as a superstar. So this is about as short along a tag team I can imagine. If this lasts for more than 3 months, or 2 months even, I'm gonna be very surprised. Yeah, guys, yeah, guys, it's tough to get through all these segments in Raw with the 3-hour show. I mean, if you include ads, it's 3 hours. It's less for me because I'm watching it online illegally. Damn, I'm a badass. Come on, guys, they pretty much show every clip on YouTube anyways. Let's face that. So, backstage, Rusev and Reigns fight. Fight. I don't really care. They're oversaturating this feud. Ha ha ha. Our first match tonight, it's Primetime Players reunited for one night only, voiced by Titus O'Neil. And this is a pre-show which nobody knows about, so they had to recap us on it because nobody watches the pre-show. And of course, there were Bob Backlund, who is the most self-destructing man on the earth. He's got a mind of a Chris Ben. Oh God, I can't believe I made that joke. Oh God, I'm such a bad person. I was about to say the man who must not be named, with the initial CB, whose music is awesome. Oh God, I feel bad. Anyways, he may be dead or may not be dead. I don't know. I think Bob Backlund's a dead on the inside for organizing this tag team because it's a stupid idea. They face the Shining Stars, a big suplex by Darren Young, you know, with tits up, O'Neil lifting him up, and Young is hit by Titus O'Neil and gets caught in a close fall. Titus O'Neil, who didn't think it was an act, as, you know, Darren Young hit Titus O'Neil by accident, which was so obvious. Titus O'Neil, are you even watching? Oh wait, you just wanted to give Clash of Titus to Darren Young. And of course the Shining Stars beat the Primetime Players, which didn't even last one match in a reuniting. In fairness, you know, Titus O'Neil did say this would be one night only. Kind of reminds me when the Shield actually reunited for one night only. That was awesome, actually. Anyways, yeah, this wasn't as awesome as that at all. Yeah, I'd rate this one really low. Thankfully it was short. Oh my God, I was actually thought they would for 1 second at the start of this promo. I thought, oh, are they actually giving Primetime Players a chance? Oh wait, no, they're not. This is just a throwaway segment. Hey, our next match is Jinder Mahal versus Neville. You remember that guy, Jinder Mahal? Hey, you know, I don't even know Jinder Mahal myself. From the back, I know, Jesus Christ, a blade of grass outside better than I know Jinder Mahal. That is how little I know of this guy. Anyway, a red arrow by Neville, and that's how interested I am, actually. I'm more interested in the blade of grass. One singular blade of grass. I'm just looking outside my window. That's actually not true. I can't see outside. It's dark. But pretend I can see a blade of grass outside. It's a lot more interesting than Jinder Mahal's entire career. Red arrow by Neville off the top. And on the post outside, Neville is gone crazy. I noticed there's one thing where the majority of wrestlers who have one singular name seem to be pretty unsuccessful-ish, jobberish in the WWE. I'll name a few names here, excluding Rusev and Biggie to a point. Fandango, we got Neville. Who else do we have? We have a lot of others that I can't name because I am completely lost for words here. But just name some others, you know, people actually, well, not the crap themselves, but yeah, they've been crapped up by the business. Yeah, guys, I'll put them on the screen here right now because there's quite a few, and that kind of gets to me. But anyway, Neville actually hits a second red arrow inside the ring. Pitch perfect red arrow. They have to give it 2 replays, which I'm not even angry with because I love watching this move. It's amazing, actually. Neville wins. Way, it doesn't mean anything. I think this is this mean he's going to get a pre-show match? Probably. Yay, pre-show for Neville. Maybe this is going to be a multi-man match. I don't know. I'll be interested to see if he gets a match. But I probably think they'll do it because he's reliable in the ring, and they usually like that for the pre-show. Or maybe he could get a starter match on the actual show. I don't know. That'd be nice. Pre-shows in SummerSlam, don't they usually have like 2 matches on the pre-show or something like that? Yeah, something like that, I don't know. Similar enough to WrestleMania, I guess. Backstage segment, a Rollins tries to find Balor. This is the most stupid thing I've ever seen. They also, you know, sneak in just before John Stewart appearing at SummerSlam as the new guy. Oh, God, he's the guest announcer. 2nd year in a row. Sometimes, guys, I literally don't know. I think he's the Daily Show host, and he went after Seth Rollins. Yeah. Really? WWE, you burned back the same guest host 2 years in a row. You could at least put Puff Daddy on as the guest host. I would have been happy with that. Puff Daddy's a cool lad. And again, he has something to do with the WWE at the moment. You know, the fact that he's with the game, WWE 2K17, while your man Jon Stewart has nothing to do with anything, is not connected to any segment. And that's usually how WWE do things. They make an appearance on Raw and then they come on. No appearance by Jon Stewart, which is going to sneak in the fact that he's at SummerSlam. I don't know, guys. It's a go-home show and you're not even mentioning the guest host. Seriously, that's not how it should work. Anyways, again, back to the stupid segment, as Rollins trying to find the demon. I don't know why he's going around to, like, every room in the stadium. Do you really expect him to be hiding and waiting for you to find him? I don't think so. So he tries to summon him again. Very stupid. And then, of course, Stephanie McMahon and, your man... what am I saying? Your man Mick Foley say, go outside to the ring, and as you do in traditional wrestling, call him out from the ring, and that's what he does. He comes out and says, I'm not scared of you. Come out here, hello, wherever you are, and cue the Demon King. Bang! His entrance hits. 1 minute 30 of awesomeness as Finn Balor Demon entrance comes out. Oh yes, you don't get this on SmackDown. The singular best entrance, just over, aesthetics on Raw at the moment. Yes, I'm not including Undertaker in this list, guys. On Raw, I haven't seen SmackDown. I would like to see SmackDown. I will probably see it tomorrow. I'm just running short on time. It's not that I hate SmackDown. And I really sound like a hypocrite now, don't I? But no, I've watched Jordan's review, and that's probably enough for me. But anyways, guys. Yes. Demon King Balor comes out and takes down Rollins with a lot of kicks, and then a whatever they're calling a follow-away kick or something like that. It's a Pele kick, guys, and then a coup de grace attempt, but Rollins dodges out of the way in his usual fashion, jumps out of the ring, and I love this because Balor proceeds to dive on him outside the ring. Amazing. The Club versus Golden Truth in the next time. I should just go back on that. Because Balor and Rollins, wow, what a match we are looking at SummerSlam. Again, I haven't done a predictions video yet, and I'm hoping to do that. I want to get in contact with Jordan and see if we're going to do a predictions video for SummerSlam. Hopefully we will. This one's a really awesome segment. Again, I like the way they're not just doing normal talky segments. There's lots of different kinds of things they're doing here. It's making it a bit interesting, Each week we get something different, and that's nice. So I appreciate this definitely more than the Roman Reigns Rusev boring fest that we get every week. This is cool. This is interesting. They're infusing different genres of thing with this. They're having videotapes where they don't come out, and then of course the go home show where they both come out and they both just cut the crap. Let's not talk. Let's get to the fighting straight away. That's what we want to see anytime. Anyways, you all know my feelings about saying that Seth Rollins is going to win this match. I think I am kind of split on the post on this one because, again, I thought Seth Rollins, but again, I'm kind of been growing the fact that Balor has been having this renewed sense of vigor about him, and I think it would be treason, guys, if Balor doesn't win this cleanly. And if he doesn't win, and say Seth Rollins wins, it will be a dirty finish. Definitely, guys. No, I think Balor's going to win. I've switched 180 degrees. I think Balor will win this match. Honestly, guys, Balor's going to win. Whatever you say about him being pushed too much, too fast, yeah, I don't know, guys. I think he can carry it. I think he can get that belt, and I think it's the right time, in my opinion, to do it. Yeah, you're only saying it's his first pay-per-view, but wouldn't that be awesome to say? Balor winning on his first night on SummerSlam. You're not going to get much bigger this until WrestleMania, of course, but they're not going to hold off to WrestleMania. They're trigger happy. They're WWE. Remember, Mr. McMahon is behind the reins, and he's probably looking at the Demon King going, this is going to sell a hell of a load of t-shirts, I can tell. So he's definitely, I would say they're going to roll the ball on this. They're going to go all trigger happy as well, as I said that. So, man, they're all going to be like, yeah, we'll go with this. This is awesome. And then Triple H is always gonna, he's gonna agree because he's an NXT favorite in my opinion as well. He's NXT legacy, golden legacy, and arguably has had the most impact on NXT and kind of risen it to where it is today. So yeah, I'm expecting him to win, which is controversial, I guess. The Club take on Golden Truth, and they have their jars at the side of the ring. If you don't know Club, they were at the other New Day segment, and they had the jars. Obviously, they took down poor Big E with ring postitis, which means basically just taking him down the ring post in the nether regions. Oh god, they have two little smaller jars. A slightly smaller jar for Kofi Kingston, and a even smaller jar for Xavier Woods, where they will place their their testicles. It's kind of disgusting. It doesn't make me feel any better when I see Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows' faces. Ugh. I'm just looking at them and I'm like, ugh. It makes me like go off my food looking at them. Anyways, let's go, because they face off against the Golden Truth, and Gallows and Anderson hit the Magic Killer and win this match. I'm just gonna get straight to that. They win. The New Day come out though and attack the Club, and obviously Xavier Woods tries to hit Gallows with the trombone in the nether region, misses. A tremendous sound though, and yeah, that's a nice way to cap off before their big match at SummerSlam. Again, I don't want to push too much away. I'm going to save it predictions wise, but yeah, I really like this segment actually. I think this was a fine segment, and yeah, again, short and snappy to the point. Unlike the main event, which I utterly despise. I'll tell you about that later. I might even speed it up because I hate it so much. But honestly, guys, yeah, this was pretty cool actually, and I'm not too high on Anderson and Gallows at the moment. Again, I said they're average in the ring for me personally. They have quite shortish matches, so I can't really judge it to a T. Again, they're video packages. They're kind of funny. I laughed at first, but I kind of got old quick. And the whole ring postitis thing, it's very old. It's funny at first with that video clip, and then it just got old. My thinking is Big E Langston may make his big return at SummerSlam and fight off the Club, because he's got to be there for support, guys. The New Day have to be a trio, and remember, if they lose this, they don't get the year-long reign that they want of that title. They won it last SummerSlam, so this is going to be an important moment for them, for the New Day, to show that they really are cementing their legacy as a tag team. So I want to see them get past that 1 year mark, and I need the trio there. It doesn't feel right when we only have Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. It's just not the New Day. It's just not the New Day. I want to see a cool segment as well. Maybe Big E Langston won't compete because it's the New Day. It's two of them, but I still want to see him there. So yeah, that's my thinking, guys. That's what I want. Anyways, next we have backstage segment as Charlotte talks to Dana Brooke and says that this is her spotlight and that Dana Brooke really messed up last time, making her lose the whole women's championship thing and that deal. Yeah, that wasn't great for her. Anyways, Alicia Fox takes on Charlotte. Natural selection by Charlotte, finishes off very early. Sasha Banks, who is now in commentary, comes out and then Charlotte invites her to the ring, keeps taunting her to come in. Then Dana Brooks attacks Banks from behind, and Charlotte hits the figure 8 leg lock, which she locks in for a solid 30 to 40 seconds without letting go, which looked utterly painful, and you can tell Sasha Banks was selling the hell out of it. I think this is a real thing. This really hurts. So it's kind of easy to sell and hard not to. Yeah, she really locked it down. It was amazing. And yeah, I'm loving this feud. They're not oversaturating it. Again, just like the other segment with Rollins and Balor, it's really interesting. It's not just straight on confrontations, it's just unique ways of doing it. Again, that other variable, Dana Brooke, hopefully, again, as we all know, hopefully she's etched out of the picture because Banks, defeated her. Hopefully, guys, I don't know if they're going to carry through with that. Hopefully. Yeah, it's kind of questionable. Charlotte is now angry about that. I think that's why she's taking out her feelings on Dana Brooke. She's almost like, get out of my picture. I know you're no use to me anymore after what you did twice. You kind of made two big mistakes that annoyed me. One being her singles match, and one being Charlotte versus Banks 3.5 or 4 weeks ago, when you lost the title 3 weeks ago, I should say. So yeah, that was crazy stuff. Again, yeah, Charlotte seems to be hating Dana Brooks, which means Dana Brooks is going face, guys. She's going face. I don't know, actually no, take it back. I think Dana Brooks and Charlotte are going to stay together. Yeah, Charlotte kind of needs that, you know. Yeah, I admit, Sasha Banks is better in the ring. And this is most likely, I think, I'm not going to get my predictions right away, but yeah, I think most likely Sasha Banks will win at SummerSlam. Anyways, our main event, Rusev versus Roman Reigns. I'm going to kind of speed this up. I'm just going to go through the actual, you know, I actually have a whole page, oh god, a whole page of moves that happen in the match, things that happen in the match. But here we go, let's go straight through it. Rusev starts off very dominant early on, you know, throwing Reigns in the roping post, hitting on the barricade, and proceeds to work on the injured left arm. So that's the kind of ring psychology for the match of Roman Reigns. During a break, he attacked it and injured it. Roman Reigns always has to be given an injury. It's like, oh, he needs to overcome this injury. Oh, that really annoys me. Yeah, so that is really annoying. But anyways, get back to the match, I'm saying to myself. He works on the injured left arm. Reigns covered back with 2 clothesline attempts and a springboard clothesline, coming back with this moves on Rusev. Reigns then reunites his left arm into the post. Reignites into the post and gets hurt really badly by Rusev. Rusev attacks him with the US belt, but Reigns reverses him, and Rusev reverses again and drives Reigns into the barricade. Rusev then attacks Reigns and puts him in a chokeout with his own clothes, which means that he doesn't get disqualified for that, apparently. Reigns regains himself on the top rope and hits a flying clothesline. Reigns with a chokeslam for a close fall. Rusev reverses the Superman punch into a spin kick, flying headbutt from Rusev. Yeah, again, CB. If you get that reference, then good on you. Reigns hit the Superman punch to another close fall. Rusev attempts to lock in the accolade, but can't. Then tries it again and again. Whoop-de-doo, it is a rope break for Reigns because Superman Reigns, even though he has that injured left arm, which, yeah. Again, bad ring psychology there. So we get a reversal here from Reigns. Reigns hits the rope break and Reigns hits a spear and wins. Defeats Rusev. So yes, that was a clean victory for Reigns. Again, really, I'm not a big fan of this whole feud here. I mean, I'm going to tone it down here because I did do the angry sort of go on it before, and yeah, I did the sound didn't record it or something like that. But again, I'm just going to go over it quite normally here. 3 points why I don't like this rivalry. Firstly, they've handled it badly over the past month with, you know, just really poor moments where we saw, you know, Reigns come out last week and have a go at Rusev. The wedding was really boring to watch. I thought there was going to be more fighting involved. Really didn't end up being anything. And of course, you know, just the boring moments. This match was too long, guys. Yeah, second moment. We've already seen the match. This is the match. We've seen it. I know, obviously, Reigns now has more reason to go after the title and win it. And this is all the, you know, momentum going his way. And that's why I believe Bray will win the match in my predictions. And I'm going to do SummerSlam predictions coming soon. But yeah, definitely this match, very oversaturated for this rivalry. They're almost pushing this as the main thing. So again, that's probably one of my main reasons there. Again, match too long. And of course, they're oversaturating the rivalry. And again, third reason, most important reason, this rivalry is put over the main rivalry, which should, again, be for the Universal title between Balor and Rollins. Almost like they can't take their hands off the pulse of Reigns, and they really want to, but they just can't. And, you know, I don't know, they need to put their trust in Rollins and Balor, and that should have been the main thing on the card. That's my main problem with this. I mean, I get the whole thing that, yeah, this probably should be like a 2-month and done rivalry, you know. I guess Reigns winning twice, 2 consecutive months, and yeah, not good for Rusev, but I feel it's gonna how it's gonna go. And again, yeah, you could say the positives of having the United States Championship, but again, I said this like 2 weeks ago, and I'm gonna say it again. he still is projected as a higher up. It's sort of what happened with Cena. He was always kind of like the most watched thing, even when he still had the United States Championship run. He still kind of was pushed over the main event, which is not what I want to happen. So you might it's sort of like a way of getting Reigns back up, giving him the underdog story, without actually giving him the underdog story, giving him a championship, and actually giving him more time on this show than Rollins and Balor put together. Come on, guys, I don't get that. I just don't get that. Raw, again, I would give it a higher rating, but this ruined it for me. This was a complete annoyance. I said it was going to go to the show to start, but again, this show, from my opinion, comparing it to last week's Raw, I think this disimproved on last week's Raw. Yes, we may have got more development here, but not in the way I wanted. And again, also, look at this. We didn't even, get some segments I wanted. We have more New Day talking, and also Jon Stewart. You're just going to bring that up and not do anything with that. So I think it was slightly worse than last week. Again, a good go home show, but not the go home show is totally getting. I mean, there's about 5 matches confirmed, but I don't feel they were even the focus of the show. I didn't feel we even got a real focus on the show. Our starting promo again was, if I can recollect, it was alright. Again, it was just the same thing that we got here. Foley putting together this mishmash main event, and again, Stephanie McMahon becoming face ? Sort of in between her, which is more annoying than her even being a heel. Again, my favourite moment, just to count on the positives here before we finish up, Balor, wow, what an entrance, and damn, what a way to just kick out, making a really nice segment there with Rollins, because it was nice and short and sweet, and it was just a fight. And hey, we got so much diversity. Again, I'm going to say it with that rivalry, very good rivalry, very excited to see the payoff. Anyways, thanks guys for watching. Like, comment below, favourite share. Yeah, I don't know what I'd give this rating out of 10. Probably an 8. It was just not good. It wasn't bad though. Probably lower. I'd probably even go for a 7. Yeah, it just wasn't amazing to me, to be honest. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure, probably my next video actually. If you enjoyed this and want to see more, make sure to subscribe. If you like this, like. I will probably be see me on Saturday with a SummerSlam prediction video, which hopefully I'll get in contact with Jordan and do with him, and that'll be a good thing to look forward to before our SummerSlam review, which will be either Monday or Tuesday. I'm not quite sure, the SummerSlam's a long show, so it depends when we get the review up, and that will be me and Jordan together, which will be a special little event there, so that'll be exciting to do. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Bye. See you next time. Bye guys.